So what's the secret of mantras and how does it actually work? So in this video, I'll give you my opinion. Fortunately, I had the occasion to study under a great master who specialized only in mantras and was very successful, in it. And I was fortunate in order to be able to get all the secrets or more or most of the important secrets of it, and that led me to be able to delve into the deeper world of this and get the information, the- for myself, the full ambit of how exactly everything works, right? So I'll be discussing in this video. I would like to ask you for a great favor. If you like the contents of my videos and my perspectives, please don't forget to also like and subscribe. It's going to greatly help my channel, and to be able to reach out to more people. Those who don't know me, I am Osman. I am a bioenergy healer on a master level with telepathic healing capabilities, specializing in critical care recovery and terminal illnesses, amongst also a host of other physiological, psychological, and even spiritual ailments, especially alleviating the adverse effects of involuntary Kundalini awakening. I'm also an advanced level yoga and meditation teacher, having been practicing this art for almost 50 years and teaching for 44 years. In that period, I've studied under various masters from across the globe, and I've gleaned out, the essence and the most important aspects, created my own protocols adapted for the 21st century, making things much quicker, simpler, easier, faster, and effective, right? Trying to get results as quick as possible. And to that effect, I now have students in over 100 countries and created multiple amazing protocols and bespoke protocols for each individual, tailored, to their requirements. And there is one particular protocol, a 5-minute yoga and meditation video that I've created, which you can download for free in exchange for subscribing to my blog. If you like the contents of my videos, of course you like the contents of my blog, right? It's a similar type of topics, and it is well. I have a chance to prepare better, and in my videos I don't have that opportunity. I'm just talking off the cuff, right? Because I have certain challenges, being blind. I can't have a notepad and so forth, right now. So I have to find the technology to be able to assist me with all that. And anyway, you can visit my website, yogawellness786.com, to download the 5-minute yoga and meditation protocol, right? And you can also get further information on my services. Also, remember, my therapies are all natural based and not a replacement for medical treatment. So, coming to the way in which mantras work, so the mantras, you have to understand, is it sounds like mumbo jumbo, you know. For example, I'm talking about the mantras from the ancient yogic sciences, right? That are 5,000 plus years old. So it was written down in a written form about 4.5 to 5,000 years ago, but it was transmitted in an auditory fashion before that, and the claim is, thousands of years before. And it's also timeless in the sense that they can't really put an exact time frame, or pinpoint how old it was. And so when you look at it, they come with a very strange looking diagram. It looks like triangles and uh, geometric shapes that you won't normally think about, right? And there's alphabets everywhere. It's like when you entered the pyramid, the walls had all these writings and so forth that didn't make sense. Let's call it hieroglyphics in a language that's not understood or known, to humankind, right? But they were not messages. These were, you can say, like type of mantras inscribed into the wall, because once you write how the written part of a mantra works in the diagrams is just the basic rules of mantra. So whatever the power of the mantra is that you can gain by reciting it, it's infused into the diagram. So the person who's got the power of the mantra, who's going to give you the mantra, he'll also infuse it into the diagram. So you'll always have the diagram as a source of that power already. You don't have to go chanting for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years before you reach the level. So the person who's already reached the higher level, he puts his full power in it, and he gives you the mantra with the diagram, right? And in the diagram, now how did this come? Someone just decided, let me think of something, and I will let me make mantras. Let me make this combination of words. What can I think of? Okay, shreem, hreem, kleem, him, and some this combination of words. This is a mantra. Let me think of a diagram. It didn't happen like that. It came from an intelligent source of knowledge. Where is that knowledge, right? So who's got that type of knowledge? Who had that type of knowledge? So they were the advanced yogis, people who were advanced in the yoga sciences, that wrote it down. Where did they get it from? They were born in normal society, and suddenly one fine day they had mantras, right? So their job is they were regularly meditating. Meditating is they're going into deep meditation into the inner world, and we know now is you can access higher frequencies through meditation, right? Your it's not that you're going on a trip to somewhere. Yes, I mean it's called like a trip when you have mushrooms and so forth. But what actually they're doing is they found a way to activate the higher levels of the brain, or the full function, not the full function. So according to science now, they say we are at best using 8 to 10% of the brain capacity. So with the yoga science is designed to activate 100% of the capacity. So now what you could, the spectrum which your brain could perceive widens. So when it widens means you can also go onto the quantum fields, right? And this is also in, current day, science, that they are quantum fields, quantum frequencies, and energies that you can um, tune yourself into, right? So they were able to tune and be able to speak to free people from higher frequencies, that is, or living entities on higher frequencies. So this is going into a hocus pocus realm, but this is the theory that's behind mantras that the yogis were able to do, and this is part of the theory of the yoga sciences. So of course you find the right yoga teacher who can show you the quickest way into an outer body experience. That's the teacher, who can teach you these frequencies. So it's not uncommon for my students who utilize my advanced services to experience out of body experiences within 1 to 2 days, right? So that is amazing, right? I haven't heard consistent. I've got students in over 100 countries. I've got students from France, I've got students from Italy, from Germany, from Philippines, from the US, from Syria, Middle East, right? Yeah, as well. Like you name it, this. Even I can't. Even from Colombia, right? I've got students. So I've got a very large, because I learned under the right. I spent a lot of time, 5 decades. I never sit and do the same thing. I kept exploring wider, deeper. It was a fantastic science, right? So coming back to this theory, there's these. So let's go with me on this, right? That the claim is there's higher frequencies. Once you reach one, from the scientific point of view, we are on the third dimension, and according to science, there are 11 dimensions. Once you go to the higher, the next dimension already is the quantum field, the fourth dimension, right? So from the fourth dimension up to the 11th dimension, the construct of time is not like how it is here. Here we are prisoner of time. Once the past is the past, it's finished, and we can't access the future. We can't go back to the future, but you can get access to the knowledge of the past and future once you go to at just one frequency up. You don't have to go up to the 11th frequency, right? So immediately you have access, because there time is not aligned past, present, and future. Everything is in one. you at the same time, not only can you see, the future, but you can see the various possibilities. If I take this action, is going to create a total different destination for you, and we'll give you thousands of examples of different destinations, what the pathways are, and different realities, and you can put you in the realities at the same time, and you can view everything and experience thousand different realities, you know, as the same person, thousand lives in at the same time. Had you taken this woman, if married this woman, or if only you proposed to that one, if only you took this job opportunity. So it presents everything and you live it, right? From the higher frequency upwards. So this the mantra is got these diagrams because they're coming from more intelligent beings than what the human construct is capable of. These are higher frequency beings, right? That are advising this and this, and then you can get the, like when you in a competition, on a television competition, and they're asking you questions, and now you're reaching the high, you're going to win the million or the 100 million or whatever it is you're going to win, and then now you're reaching the higher levels, and you the second last level, and they give you tools. You can phone a friend, right? So like that, you can get advisors or people who's masters, for what you want to achieve. There's different masters for different things. So if you got a toothache, you go to the dentist, right? You don't try to fix it yourself. If you got cancer, you go to a cancer specialist. If you got a problem with your neuropathy or something, you go to a neurologist, right? If you're pregnant, you go to a obstetrician, right? If your child is sick or something, you take it to the pediatrician. Take the child to the pediatrician. There's different specialists for different things. If you want success, business motivation model and so forth, you take a Tony Robbins course, or you can hire him personally, pay to $2 million, right? And hire him as a personal coach, right? For a period of time, and to set a program for you, right? That's going to bring you some success. Similarly, in the quantum fields, they are experts as well. These mantras are the keys to access these experts who are entities in the quantum field. So by you reciting these, you're going to be able to connect to these experts, and by connecting to them, you connect to their frequency, right? So when you connect to their frequency, then their frequency aligns with your frequency, and things starts to adjust, because they got already knowledge of the future, the past, present, future. They already know which scenario is a better scenario. So, the outcome is not a singular outcome, because you got so many options, right? You thinking you only have one, or you must choose either A or B. There's a thousand choices that you could make. They are nuanced, and you get guided by that connection, and you learn how to follow that guidance as well, and how the opportunities, and you learn to it guides you to creating an alert in you internally, which opportunities is going to take you. So suddenly you start seeing opportunities that were always there, right? Because you logging on or latching on to these frequencies. So similarly to seeking a specialist, but this works in the mind field, in the psychology, like through intuition and creativity. So how are you going to be able to understand the direction and guidance of these frequencies if you yourself haven't unlocked your potential to be able to understand things telepathically? This is one of the first steps, to be able to communicate telepathically and be able to understand what is it, what is the messages that are being given to you from these high. They're not giving it in words in the English language, right? They speak with thought, right? And they transmitting. So just go with me, right? This is all hypothetical and claims of the yoga science and mantra science, right? And you're going to get that information, and it's going to download into you, and they're going to send you a blueprint, and you're going to download it instantly, and you're going to know exactly what to do, and you're going to get the edge in whatever your goal is. So you're going to select a different type of mantra, depending on the goal you want to, and You're going to know how to, because you're going to learn how to, you're going to, find a master who's going to teach you how to do it, and what's the, rules and regulations, and, how to capitalize on it, and what's the shortcuts around it, and so forth, right? So it's not just like one mantra, one cup. You can't just take a mechanic and suddenly you're going to be successful in the marketing field, right? You're going to successfully keep your, your vehicle maintained. A mechanic is going to be able to maintain your vehicle, but he's not going to show you the intricacies and the loopholes in marketing that's going to help you to propel your business forward. Like that, you're going to need to, the right combination of the right mantras that's going to take you there. And so this is how the mantras work. It is these high entities that gave these secrets, and to the yogis who were able to tune in to the higher frequencies and communicate, and they wrote it down for prosperity, for people, and it's there in written form. And so surprisingly, you can visit some of these places and purchase these books, and you just seek out a lot of these teachers. You have to really seek them out. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack. That itself is going to be a massive problem. So I've got a lot of the secrets, and even for people to reach me, I mean, how many people are viewing my videos? How many people got access to this particular video? Even to find this video is so hard. I've got hundreds of videos, right? Now, how, to find this video, even if you find my channel, find this particular video where I'm talking about this subject is, hard. Just to find that person, you need to find, to get that, to latch on. This is, being smart. So there is no danger to keep this mantra a secret, because there's sufficient prosperity for every person to be prosperous in this world. Everyone can use it and everyone can be prosperous. You don't have to just be. Just that people are selfish. They don't want everyone else. They just want to stand. They want to be the only one who's prosperous. They want everyone else to suffer, because they don't want to be where everyone, the neighbor and everyone. I've got a Ferrari, and and my neighbor has got three Ferraris and a Lamborghini, and then someone else has even got a 17 supercars, including two Bugattis, two of everything, right? So how are you going to feel if someone else is somewhere? You are rich, and people, then you don't enjoy your wealth. Only when other people are poor is when you feel like you are different. And this is why they're keeping it a secret, right? So I don't keep this a secret. There's sufficient wealth for everything. And because, I mean, in one sense, it's good for me to keep it a secret, because it shouldn't be, dispersed, helter skelter. But how long am I going to live? Right? And then I don't want the secrets to die with me, because the science is dying, right? A lot of the secrets, a lot of the so many secrets have uncovered, in this field, and it's not known to the public at large. There's no way, if you go through most of my videos, I'm giving a lot of original content that you've never heard of before in this field of yoga and meditation, right? So many. I've got hundreds of videos, right? And nearly all of them has got, unique content. There's so much of knowledge there. So I don't want it to die off. And even if I don't get a lot of followers or a lot of people, to subscribe or like my videos, but I'm glad that I'm putting it in a platform that is going to be there for a very long time, right? Far, outlive me, by a long margin. And maybe someone's going to come, and search it out and find the information, and be able to, put things together, and spread it out to everyone, and take everyone to the new order where everyone, we can enjoy a new golden age, right? So I hope that information helps you, and take care of yourself always.